Hey Taurus, this is your reading for April 2021. So the way I do this, I like to start with the visions first, and then I go into Oracle, or not Oracle cards, Tarot cards, and then Oracle cards is guided. As far as the vision I got for you, it was weird. You were roller skating, and I believe it was you. It was either you or this concept. The idea of roller skating, and then when you're roller skating, it wasn't like, because in real life I know this wouldn't happen, this isn't the way it works, but when you went over a rock, or when you like had a rock under you, under the wheels, it like would roll it and then like shoot it back behind you. So as you roller skated, like you were like shooting rocks behind you because of your wheels, like they were like, I don't know, like creating that whole like, yeah, I don't know. I know like how that doesn't work, because you just go over them, and it's not like a conveyor belt situation where it actually goes out and under and or over, you know what I mean? It doesn't go behind you like that. But in the vision, that's how it happens. So that was the point. So some of you guys might be dealing with a situation where you're just trying to do you're trying to have fun. Transporting that way in a different way. Like some of you, that might be a different setting or a different, it may be a new freedom you're having. And as you're doing it, like the things that you're going over, instead of just going over it, the obstacles, or not obstacles, but little pebbles and things that kind of make the ride bumpy, you're literally like, without meaning to, like shooting them at other people and like at, behind you. So that it's in a way, and it's not so much the focus on other people, but the focus that when it shoots back behind you, it's dangerous to be behind you. Yeah, so that might be kind of what you're going through right now. It's dangerous to follow your lead right now, because the thing you're using to go forward and to have this freedom and this joy in is literally like kicking out behind you. We'll see what it means though. So I'm going to use the traditional manga tarot. This is like one of my favorite decks. Spirit God Universe, what message do you have for Taurus for the month of April in regards to the vision so far? And I don't read reversals, so. Honestly, I think the card, the little like intro card or whatever deck card, got into this deck because I keep seeing it as I'm shuffling. So hopefully we don't pull that, but I don't think so. Let's see. Actually, it's right there. Wait. Okay, maybe not. I'm not trying to dig in. Oh, look, it's at the very bottom. Okay, it's the bottom. So 9 of Pentacles, so time for... it's more so like enjoying the work, like actually being in a place to where you can say, okay, my work's gonna not take care of itself, but everything's gonna stay good and stable and go, so I can actually take a vacation, I can actually take a break, because this is a system I've created. Pentacles, Sun, Wands. So some of you, this could be a business situation. It could be anything really though. And then the Sun is I mean, the sun is, it's success and blessings and things like that coming your way and being in that state, but it's also a matter of the past and the present culminating together. So you've come to terms with yourself. You've also combined knowledge, like old knowledge, new stuff. You know, you've just become well-rounded, not well-rounded, but well-rounded in yourself, to where you can be your best self. You can be your best self, and you can move forward and you can progress, but you're kind of shining in the sun. And then the Knight of Wands is it's motion and, you know, progress, movement, but fiery movement and like feisty. It's fire energy. It's passion, creativity. So what it seems like, what's funny is this one's like relaxing, and then this one's relaxing. This one's like, let's go. But it's going away from this. So I mean, honestly, it feels like that's kind of maybe what the vision was. Literally, is that, you know, you're trying to rest and you're trying to enjoy yourself. And she's literally like, she's looking down, but it's like in a spirit of like, I can look down. Like, I don't have to be aware and look up at everything and be on my toes anymore. And then she's got like this bird, I think it's a bird, sitting on her shoulder. And what I feel like that with that is like, she has such calm, peaceful, restful energy that she's drawing that, she's attracting that. So you guys might be in that place where you're just like, but the thing is if you are attracting others, let's see what the rest of the reading is. But it seems like you're in that to attract that to you. And this might be why this is coming in too. It's because you're attracting these blessings. You're attracting this good stuff. You're in a good place. It really looks like, I mean, I think, I'm trying to remember. Last month's tarot, I don't want to get it mixed up. Last month, I ended up doing 2 tarots because I think Taurus was one of them, because my camera didn't work on one of them. So I can refer back to one in this reading, but you may or may not have been able to see it because it might have been the one that didn't work. So it's funny too, like these are the pentacles, but I feel like there's a correlation between the pentacles and the sunflowers in that card. And it's like they're both so sunny and they're just both like resting. For some of you, you're on roller skates in the vision because you're trying to speed up your fun. Part of it could be speed up your fun. I don't think for many of you, but part of it could be for speed up your fun for like, oh, because just hurry up and get this over with, because I don't know like when I can do this again. I need to enjoy it. Other part of you may be wanting to speed it up because you have so much you feel like you've missed out on. So you're like really in it. So some of you, that might be the spirit with, you know, like you're just in it fully. But yeah, I feel like this Knight of Wands is corresponding to the speed and what's happening with the rocks, with the roller skates, because I know he's got his legs there, but I just feel like, I just imagine there's like something they're coming towards, and like he's like halting, like, you know, sticking his feet out, wanting to stop it, and like, but they're not like tripping or anything, but it's that concept that like stuff can like get moved out underway them. I don't know, I just see something with that. So for some of you, and some of you, that might be a fear. You might be afraid to really get into this place. Like you might be in this place, but you might be questioning, because see how he's like looking over at him? So he's aware of him. He's not aware of him, but he's aware of him. So you in your resting state might be like looking over. I mean, like, okay, is this still safe? Am I still okay to rest? Like, is this really true? Like, am I not causing problems behind me? Am I not wreaking havoc when, you know, like, it's like if you go leave for, you know, in a business situation and you take a vacation or something and you feel like, you know, you can do it and you feel like everything's gonna, you know, logically speaking, you should be able to do it because everything's in order and everything will run smoothly and you've got people to take care of stuff and all that. However, you might still be like, this might be one of the first times you've allowed yourself to do that. So you're literally like looking back like, is this really okay? Is this really okay? Like, is this gonna happen? Am I gonna like, you know, basically, is my joy going to be a detriment to the people behind me, to the people underneath me, to the people in the company? You know, I really feel like some of you guys are questioning, like, if you're allowed to take a vacation. if you're allowed to take a break. And some of you maybe, like, I mean, like I said, this isn't mostly in relationships, but if, for those of you that this is a relationship situation, you could be like, is this, you know, is this okay for me to have fun? Is this like, when I let my hair down, or when I do this and that, like, you know, am I putting more work and more responsibility on my partner? Like, is this really okay? Like, they said it's okay, and I'm told it's okay, and based off everything I've created, it should be okay. But is this really okay? And you're kind of just like, not on eggshells, but you're kind of like ready any minute to, you know, come back home, or get back on the plane, come inside. I don't know. Yeah, because this looks like Venus flytrap or whatever the heck that is. It's one of those it's like right next to his leg, and I just feel like it could like bite his leg any second. So it's that concept of like, I'm resting in this, but is this safe? Like, and even some of you might be questioning what you're resting in. Like, are you resting in something that's safe? Is it going to just like turn dark suddenly? You know, the sun is all sun, but it looks like a nuclear, like, it looks like an explosion. So it's like, is this all really as good? Like, some of you are questioning your situation if it's too good to be true. Like, there's so much fire here. I know this is like the sun, but there's the fire here, which is, you know, it's Knight of Wands. Wands is fire. And a lot of it too is you're wanting to go out in this, like, some of you, not all of you, and this creative impulse, this passion. You're wanting to go, like, some of you, this is actually a creative project you want to just go and jump out with, and you kind of want to rest on that. Like, you're excited about it, but you're asking yourself, like, is it really going to work out? Is everything what it seems? Okay, I'm trying to think. Should I pull more on that? No, we're going to actually just move to the Oracle cards. Hold on, before I jump to these, hold on, give me a sec. I feel like there might be some things I'm missing still. There's something here, because this one's white and this one's yellow and this one's gold, and it looks like it's part of that picture. And this pentacle is different looking than the ones there. So what she has in her hand looks different than what's surrounding her. So some of you guys might be questioning, like, you might be turning it different though. You might be, in your questioning of your situation, of if this is okay, you might be making it not as vibrant, or not this color, or not, you know, not giving this vibe and not doing that. So you're in this really restful place. You're trying to be in this restful place, but you're kind of questioning stuff. But you're called to be in this restful place, and you will attract the same vibrations. And that's the thing too, is, I mean, like I said, with the sun, like, it's a matter of your past and your present and everything coming together. So some of you guys might be, you know, asking, like, because the reason why you're in this place, or you're trying to get to this place, or you're trying to convince yourself you should be in this place of resting and everything, is because your past and your present has come together and is lifting this up, is making this actually done, is giving you the foundation, whether it's a business, whether it's an idea, whether it's bringing something forward, it's giving you that foundation. It's giving it that foundation. But you're also questioning, if some of you may be thinking, like, well, your past also, you have your dark secrets, or you have this, or what if this goes wrong, and what if that goes wrong? So you're questioning, like, if this is actually possible, because you really want to be here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ask advice, straight up advice. Advice regarding the vision and message for Taurus for the month of April. Spirit, God, universe, what is advice? What advice do you have for Taurus for the month of April regarding the vision and the message? Pull one. Responsibility. There you go. So you're looking back. That's, yeah, with this card, it's like, it's responsibility. She's looking back. She might be in one environment here, and she looks like she's like in a restful, I know it's like got all these rocks and everything, but she's has kind of a smile on her face, and she looks like she's restful, just trying to sit and take a break. And okay, so I know this isn't that, but I just automatically see this as like a bell. And so like I imagine her like any moment like ready to ring a bell and be like, okay, like either come to me or I'm gonna go, and like, you know, I'm coming. Like basically that's just that urgency that anybody could ring her or anybody can, you know, call her back. So she's kind of ready for that. But she's supposed to be in this restful place, or at least that's what she's wanting. And she's always kind of looking back because it's right there able for her to see like this other place that she's been in. Let me pull one more card. Advice for Taurus in regards to this whole reading. Transformation. There you go. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Here. And then, you know what's funny is I see these lines here and these lines here. There's like everything's like all, and that's paralleling that. So it's like, this is this scene, but then if she goes into this place where she allows this and she's not living in this fear and she's trusting the growth that's happened. And some of you guys, it is trusting this new thing, trusting that, you know, what you're bringing out or what you want to bring out, or this creative passion that you're trying to move forward in is actually like something that has foundation that you've, you know, it's like your baby basically. For some of you, when you do that, when you go into that place and you trust, and like even doing that is your rest for some of you. But when you do that, you encounter a transformation in yourself, because she's looking over there, but this one, she's literally in like a similar situation, but she's just looking at it. So it's like she's able to focus on the light, on the beauty, on this, and she frames herself like she is her own keeper. For some of you, like what I want to say is basically she frames herself like she's not worried about outside circumstances and what can this do and what can that do and what's happening here and what's going here. She knows what's in herself. She knows her intuition. She knows that she can trust to know if something is going wrong, she'll sense it. And so she can actually have peace and calm in her area of focus. So yeah, it's really, you're just called to in the state of responsibility, understand that part of your responsibility is being responsible to yourself and taking care of and trusting in yourself, to give yourself a break, to believe in yourself. And in doing that, you'll start loving yourself and growing yourself to where you'll transform and you'll be able to be a light. You'll be able to frame the picture. You'll be able to you'll be able to frame the picture. You'll be able to encompass that. So I hope that resonates for you guys. You guys are in a really good place. It's just a matter of when you're on the skates and, you know, I feel like for some of you, like I said, it's not logical for the rocks to go backwards and hit people. And for some of you, the reason why I was seeing it that way is because even though that might not be where you're at anymore and the rocks aren't going to go back and hit people, that's how you're seeing it. You're afraid of that. And so some of you, it's really a matter of trusting that that's not going to happen. And that even if it does, you'd be prepared to be able to, you know, to know when to stop or to know how to shift directions so that you can keep everything going smoothly. But you really need to love on yourself and trust yourself and grow yourself. And part of that growing yourself is allowing yourself to go in that joy of being on skates like that. And knowing that if you go over pebbles, like you literally go over them, because that's what wheels do. Wheels move you over them. Wheels don't move the thing that you're trying to get over behind you. They move you over it. So it's almost like that. Like you might have been, for some of you, you might have been in situations in the past where you've been around people that when you try to get ahead, or you've seen them try to get ahead, and instead they just shove people behind them or underneath them, and that's their way of getting ahead. And that's not what you're doing. You're literally going over it. You're overcoming things. So just because you've seen other people shove people down and push people down and oppress people down to make their way up, it doesn't mean that's what you're doing, and it doesn't mean you should be afraid that people are going to be affected around you as they would had you been doing that. So that's really what it's about, is taking responsibility, not looking over, knowing that you operate in a different light, you operate in a different vibration. You're not that other person. And knowing that, and maybe that's a person you used to be at some point. I don't know. Maybe that's why you're doing this. But knowing that there's been a transformation. And you can be a light, and you're going to be a light, and you're moving up above people and growing, but it's not because you're pushing people down. You're actually vibrating in a level to where you encourage other people to come follow you. You encourage other people to want to rest like you are, want to rest in that same peace. So you're actually in a really good place. That was an awesome reading. I'm just encouraged by it. I don't have Taurus in my chart, but I'm encouraged by it. Unless it's in a house or something, but no, I don't think so. But yeah, so I hope that resonated for you. I hope you heard exactly what you were meant to hear. Please let me know what resonated, what didn't. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to hear. And that was one reading, I will say, like, towards the end, it kind of changed directions a little. So that's one, like, maybe important for some of you to really, like, pay attention to that shift. Because it went from you're in the right to be questioning things, or you have been questioning things that are happening, to oh, okay, this has actually been in your head, and you're not dealing with this. You're beyond this. You're past this, and you're in a really good place. So, okay, I will see you next time.